What's up, guys, and welcome to the Sea of Thieves showcase trailer. Actually, what's it even called? I don't even know. Okay, the Sea of Thieves preview event for 2024. That's what it's called. So, I never watch these. I never watch Sea of Thieves trailers and videos and stuff because, honestly, Sea of Thieves never drops a single good piece of content in their lives. Like, the last good thing they dropped was the Monkey Island Tall Tales. But a friend told me apparently this is actually good. So, I mean, let's just watch this video. I hope that this is actually going to be good, because Sea of Thieves has not dropped any good content for a long time, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be giving my reaction to this, and then I'll also give some final thoughts and what I think about it. I haven't seen this yet at all, okay? This isn't, like, I don't have a script. I know a lot of people watch it, make a script, and then they'll fake a reaction. This is genuine, okay? Look, there isn't even a red bar on the video.
Sea of Thieves, we sailing with the team. We're headed up north as far as the eye can see. We're carefree, we have no need to flee. I hit a skeleton.
Welcome to the Sea of Thieves 2024 preview event, where
Okay.
we're going to give you your first look at some of the exciting features coming to Sea of Thieves this year.
The hell?
We are going to share information around what's coming in
Tightrope
seasons
walking?
12 and 13, as well as even further
Is
into
that-
the future.
is
With
that
a
Reaper's
sneak
Outpost?
peek behind the curtain
stop
on
talking.
season 14. So grab a grog and get ready for adventure as we reveal some of the thieves in 2024.
Okay. That's just I don't know who that is. I just know that's the guy that does the voice.
There are tools and items that may seem simple on the surface,
Yeah.
but when they're in the hands of real players who are playing in their own way,
What makes
and
those
bringing
real
their
players?
creativity, it really
Isn't everyone a real player?
showcases that the sandbox is more than the sum of its parts, as it creates these memorable stories.
This year, in 20...
I love how they just keep using filler words, like these memorable stories. It really brings out the creativity of these players in these memorable stories in this sandbox experience that you can enjoy with friends. It's just all filler words. Like, we already know this. I know that they say experience at least twice in every trailer they've ever dropped. That's just something I've noticed.
Their focus is on giving you more tools, more possibilities, and with that freedom out on the waves, give you the possibilities to have these
Possibilities. That's another filler word that they keep using.
amazing moments and really change
Amazing
the
moments.
moment-to-moment gameplay of the
Moment
sandbox.
to moment gameplay. Boom, 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 boom. Gameplay moment.
About mixing up the meta and how players
Mixing up the meta.
enjoy all of the different aspects
season
of Sea of
12,
Thieves.
okay.
So as part of season 12, we're going to be adding 2 new weapons and 3 new tools for players to use.
An area we
Content?
haven't really delved into since launch is adding new weapons to the game. New weapons that give you...
Okay, I've been saying this for a long time. I know I don't say this on my channel because I don't make Sea of Thieves content really, but I want to get into it a little bit. I play it a lot off camera, right? I've been saying they need new weapons for a long time. I think they should add a Eye of Reach with no scope on it, okay? And then it's like a musket rifle. That's what I want. I think they should add the Duckfoot pistol, sort of flintlock, from Blackwake. That was a really cool weapon. A bunch of the weapons from Blackwake. They should just add everything from Blackwake. And then I also thought they should add throwing knives. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, throwing knives, especially in a pirate game. That's kind of out of place, but I just had the idea. I thought it was really cool. And then one more is I thought they should add an axe. I mean, we got a sword, why not an axe? And then maybe the axe's block is weaker, but the attack is stronger and can break other blocks. That's what I thought they should add. Those are my 4 weapons that I wish they added in the future. If they're adding weapons for once in their lifetime, didn't they add the Eye of Reach? The sniper, wasn't that added to the game at one point? Like, I don't think that was in the game at launch. So they have added weapons before, which is why I know they can add them. Like, it's not a new thing adding weapons. But if they finally add weapons, this is actually going to be so fire.
New tactical choices and strategies out there on your adventure.
Strategies.
So in season
out on
12,
your
we're going to be
adventures.
adding the double barrel pistol
What?
and throwing knives.
Bro! I said throwing knives. I said that. I've been saying this. I just said it just now. I promise I haven't seen this yet. I promise I haven't seen this yet. I just told you throwing knives. I just told you guys about throwing knives. I remember once I came up with this whole idea on how they would work. I didn't write it down or anything. But I had like a whole, how much damage they did, how you, like, if you could pick them up off walls and stuff. They're adding throwing knives and a double barrel pistol? I never said a double barrel pistol. That's their original. They didn't steal that one from me, but they stole throwing knives from me. That was my idea. That was my idea first.
The double
barrel pistol and throwing knives?
The double barrel flintlock is a new type of pistol weapon where you can fire 2 shots individually before you need to reload, or you can charge them together and release them at once for a more powerful shot.
Okay, hold on. So it's literally just the sawn-off shotgun in Battlefield 1 where you can choose to fire both 1 bullet at a time or 2 at once. But it's a pistol. Okay, let's see this.
Reload, or you can charge them together and release them at once for a more powerful shot.
We wanted to kind of create this new weapon archetype that's a bit shorter range, but a faster fire rate, but perhaps not as powerful or damaging as the flintlock pistol. But then it has those kind of blunderbuss-like qualities as well, where you can do the charge shot to release 2 pellets at the same time.
Accompanying that double barrel flintlock with another weapon like the cutlass, for example, for a finishing blow can lead to a fast time to kill for a player to be able
Hold on, so obviously it's work in progress footage, but look,
like the cutlass.
Footage right here, he doesn't have a iron sight, but right here he does. Look, he's got a little notch there. He's got iron sights. So I hope there's iron sights on it.
That double barrel flintlock with another weapon like the cutlass, for example.
The only reason that I think adding weapons to the game is going to be a very difficult task for them to do late game is they're going to now need to make new skins for every weapon. They're going to need to make skins for these new weapons, and there's hundreds of skins for the weapons in game right now. They're probably not going to make skins for every set for that weapon, but they probably will over time slowly.
Throwing knives as a weapon. Now these can be used as a melee item.
So these are both weapons that are equipable, right? They're not like the skull that you need to find it in the world somewhere, right? That would be stupid. I hated that. Because there's the tridents and the 2 skulls now. It used to just be 1, but now I think it's 2. That you can find in the world and use as weapons. But they run out of ammo and you can lose them. And I just didn't like that. I feel like we need more locker weapons, you know what I'm saying?
They have a light and a heavy melee action, but they can also be thrown and used at range as well.
You can use it to kind of like stab players with like a quick attack.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Ready? Oh, ready? Oh, you did not see that one. Ready?
But that doesn't do much damage, or you can
so
charge it
is
to
mid.
like pull it into this kind of more
Michael
dangerous
Myers?
stabbing motion. That'll slow the player's movement down and give this like really high damage attack for if you like sneak up behind players. And then finally it has...
You can Michael Myers them like... Yeah. You like that?
Flip the knife over, catch it, and then throw it at distance against players, which
and there's the actual
feels
throwing.
like a trick shot, and it'll do a lot of damage as well.
When you throw a throwing knife, and if you miss, you can actually go in the world and it'll stick into any of the geometry, and you can just pull it out, and then it'll replenish your ammo.
Yeah, it's not going to be
just go ahead
easy
and
to hit
pick
those
it up
shots.
again.
So you get these wonderful
So I think you only get
moments
1.
where a pirate might throw a knife at you, but then you can retrieve that knife.
Wait, what?
And throw it back to them.
So this is an in-world weapon, is what you're saying?
So it'll really mix up the kind of combat scenarios you can expect out in the world and when boarding other ships.
There are 3 new tools in Season 12.
What the hell?
The Wind Caller, the Scatter Shot, and the Bone Caller.
Wait, the Scatter Shot? That's from Blackwake! They're copying Blackwake!
With the scatter shot, the way that it's different to a standard cannonball is it's a collection of 4 cannonballs, but they're much smaller. They have a much shorter fall off and range.
It's literally the grape shot from Blackwake.
Really wide spread, allowing you to hit a target with multiple projectiles at the same time.
And it does really small amounts of damage to the ship, just like a level 1 size hole. So like really quick for players to repair, but it can kind of overwhelm a crew quite quickly.
Basically, if you get up close with the scatter shot, and
it'll do multiple
get
holes,
a few
right?
onto your enemy, they're gonna have a lot of holes, and they're gonna have a pretty bad time.
What it will do is really eat up an opponent's resources. They'd need to use more wood to repair the many holes that the scatter shot puts in.
That's true. That's a good way of getting rid of people's
So the bone
supplies.
collar is an awesome
That's
new
actually
throwable that players can wield, and they can throw that on the floor, and when it smashes, all these kind of bones come out, and then skeletons spawn around the player in allegiance to them, and they'll actually fight beside the player against the enemy players. And
Now you might not be going straight for just a normal cannonball or a chain shot. You might in fact go straight for the bone caller, so you can have some skellies that are on your side on that ship.
That's facts.
For that crew.
You could use fire to fight fire. So if somebody shoots a bone caller across the sea at your ship and they spawn in, if you have your own bone caller, you could throw that down on the deck and have your own skellies go and fight those.
That's
true! To take them out for you so that you don't have to.
I mostly play solo, and to be able to spawn literally anything that is friendly to my cause while I'm playing is a massive positive. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, and I'm sure that other players will find ways to make use of it as well.
Can you use it against other
The
skeletons?
is a new horn-shaped shell that players can blow into to summon the power
Yo,
of the wind.
pause.
Imagine the scenario that you're heading fully into the wind and you're either chasing someone or you're trying to get away from someone. Now you can use this tool to blow wind into your sails and go even beyond full billow in speed.
Players can also use it to kind of knock players back off their ship or on land, so they
this isn't
kind of target a player, blow into.
So where do you get this though?
Or throw them back into the air.
Is this going to be like the stools? You just find it
for yourself in the water, but also for rowing boats. So you can either use it while you're in the water swimming, and you'll blast along.
That's
like
pretty
a really
cool.
Fast water boat.
Okay, this is cool, but this is the stupidest thing they've ever added. What is this? Or are they finally adding zip lines to the whole map?
Also introduces zip lines onto several of the islands around Sea of Thieves.
Okay!
So you may have seen these as they debuted in the Monkey Island Tall Tales.
I've
and
seen
they're
them,
a really
yep.
fun and exhilarating way to traverse. So it's really
Not
cool to be able
really.
to bring those to the
No,
wider
not
Sea of
really.
Thieves world.
So I've been looking across all the islands of the Sea of Thieves.
No,
and
they're
looking
not
at
really fun to use.
The most
You just
ideal
kinda
places to kind of mix up the
go,
traversal
but
opportunities within all
it's like
of the
an
islands
elevator.
to add these zip lines across them.
You just-
So we've added zip lines to like the outpost to get
That's
down to
good.
the ship quickly.
That's good.
We've added them to the skeleton forts.
That's
that allow you
really
to zip
good.
line. So another cool new feature that we're adding for season 12 is the ability to balance on harpoon lines. So you can shoot that harpoon line at another ship or another island and then jump onto it and then like balance across. Depending on the angle in which you fire the harpoon, it'll either be like too steep to climb up it, but if you're on the other end, you can actually jump on the harpoon line and like slide down it really quickly.
What?
We're really confident this will lead to some really inventive player boarding tactics.
It will, but this is like a different game now.
Ways to traverse the islands.
Wait, so that
All
one's
this that we're
not
adding
too
in
steep?
Season 12, it gives players more opportunities to create those stories as we're really enriching the sandbox of every session.
So we're always really excited to add new tools and mechanics to Sea of Thieves, but we're always
is
mindful
content.
that we want to make sure that the game's health is in a really good position as well, that the integrity of Sea of Thieves is there for our players. And since we're adding new weapons into Sea of Thieves, we're very mindful that we want to ensure that the hit registration in our game is as rock solid as it can be. And
No
this
way
is
they fix hit
an
reg.
ongoing
Sea of Thieves, we sailing with the team. We're headed up north as far as the eye can see. We're carefree, we have no need to flee.
Season 13, so what are we getting? Wait,
So
that was
Captain
season
Flameheart
12?
has been-
Hold on, that was season 12 that we just went over. So what is... I think that was season 12 at least, or that was just in general. So what is
Being
season
a
13?
staple, an important character of Sea of Thieves.
That's what they want us to think, but actually he's not important at all. I mean, think about it. When's the last time they did anything with him? Like 2 years ago? Yeah, he doesn't matter, alright? The real threat is the Splash Tails. See, the Splashtails are taking over. Flameheart is nothing on the Splashtails. The Splashtails are the biggest threat in Sea of Thieves. They are the actual villain of the story. And here's why.
Years appearing in her novels and appearing in her
No one reads the novels.
many tall tales and expanded fiction. With season 13, this brings the return of Captain Flameheart to the Sea of Thieves.
Okay, finally, you're
As
expanding on
Flameheart has
this.
been resurrected, so has his.
So will we finally get the Ashen Talltale number 3? Please, please.
And it's back in more monstrous and terrifying form than ever before. So we've reimagined it for season 13.
Burning Blade is a little different. The Burning Blade is a ship and therefore moves around the world.
But the twist is, when you've defeated the ship, you have the option to board it and pledge yourself and your crew to Flameheart, enter into his service, and become the crew of the Burning Blade.
See, I don't like that. So we defeat him just so we can become his soldiers? Screw that. No. We defeat him, and then it's our ship. How about that? How about I'm the captain now?
I'm the captain now.
That's... Why do they always do this? They're always like, pledge yourself to their allegiance. Become one with Flameheart, so you can be a cultist. Like, no, can I just win and take over and be the captain now? I am the captain now.
Essentially becoming a player-created world event yourselves.
That's actually
obviously
pretty
we
cool.
have to go in big with this one. At a base, it is larger and more formidable than any ship we've seen on the waves.
Yeah.
This ship has 10 cannons. It has a statue room
10?
dedicated to Flameheart at the back. It has a balcony where Flameheart likes to take in the view every morning with his coffee. And most importantly,
He definitely doesn't
it's got
drink
a massive
coffee.
flamethrower at the front.
Players will be able to put the lever on their ship and fire 2 massive balls of fire out the front of their ship, which is really interesting because we've never actually had an offensive weapon that's frontal facing before. So
That's
I think this is gonna create
overpowered
some
as hell.
Really interesting dynamic naval
How-
combat situations.
So once you take over,
How long does
the
it take to
Burning
reload,
Blade,
or do you
are
only
on
get one
this
charge
really
with it?
powerful warship, and you have a skeleton crew helping you as well. So even smaller crews. have
Hold
every
on,
chance-
the skeletons stay on the ship and help you? Are you... What? What?
It's not just about sailing around the world, which of course you can do. It's about completing orders in service of Captain Flameheart. Around the world...
Why can't it be for me? Why does it have to be for this schmuck? I don't care. I don't care about you, bro. Think you're a big guy, huh? Think you're...
numerous skeleton camps?
You'll notice the Reapers have been conducting excavations on the surface, and they've been dragging up all sorts of ancient artifacts and ancient secrets from below
I thought
the
this was Reaper's hideout when they showed it earlier. This is a skeleton camp? This is new? So is this... How does this work? Is this gonna be like... There's new islands that are skeleton camps and they're just like sea forts? Or are old islands being taken over? Because I don't want to say goodbye to old islands, even though I don't care about any of them.
Underground, there's basically a chamber with a prism that the players can control to draw out constellations on the ceiling in order to help the ritual come to completion and get that knowledge of...
See? The rituals and cultists. Be one.
Each of these temples contains the secrets of the ancients, secrets that Flameheart wants above anything else. And as part of taking control of the ship, you'll be able to sail around the world, visit these ancient temples deep below these skeletons.
Can you not do that without taking over the ship?
Engaging new puzzle gameplay, discover treasures, but what you're really
Okay,
after
this actually sounds
is the
good.
Orb of Secrets. A new treasure artifact
Does
that
it do anything?
Flameheart wants. Collecting these secrets will add tribute.
Sounds like it doesn't do anything, so it's just a reskinned chest, really. Or a reskinned skull, really. Again, what's with this whole complete the rituals? I don't care. Let me just conquer the ocean or whatever. Why can't... It's a game about pirates. We're pirates. Why are we trying to be heroes? We're not the good guys.
Collecting these secrets will add tribute to the Burning Blade ship.
What does that mean? What does that
mean? The more
mean?
tribute that you collect, the more value will be aboard the Burning Blade.
Okay.
But you will lose the Burning Blade if it sinks or when you choose to go and cash that tribute into Flameheart. So it's
Okay.
really up to you how long you think you can hold on to it with that risk reward, because everybody
when you
in
cash
the
it
world
in-
is going to be coming for you. They're going to...
They say this every time, though. They say everyone in the world is going to be coming to do this event because it's going to be the best event in the game, and everyone's going to be there, and you have to watch out and worry. And then it's like, they said that with the last event, and some guy did it on his iPad without being attacked by a single player the whole time. Like, what are you talking about? Stop yapping. I definitely do think this one will be different. I do think players will be coming at them, or will be coming at you if you take over, and you will have to watch out. Because no one cared about the last time that they said. No one actually cared about the last event when they said players will be coming at you. This time, I think players will care. This is sick, okay? Players will definitely care this time. My question, and I hope they answer it in a couple seconds, what happens when you cash in that tribute that they're talking about? Then what? Like, what does it do? Does it level up a new faction?
So even though you can visit
Okay.
these skeleton camps while in control of the Burning Blade,
Yes.
it's not only tightly wedded to that new gameplay. Players can also visit them anytime.
Yes,
whenever
okay,
they-
see, I was
so
about
should
to
players
say.
visit these skeleton camps when they're not the crew of the Burning Blade,
They get
these
attacked.
skeletons won't be too happy
Yeah,
that you
okay.
found a way inside these camps.
I like that, actually. That's good. I like that. I was good, because I said earlier, I said a minute ago, can't you just go there whenever you feel like it? Obviously, there's going to be skeletons there. I thought the skeletons would attack you either way. But that's actually sick. That's actually sick. So, when you're on the Burning Blade, right? If you own it, right? Do all skeletons not attack you? Or is it just the ones on your ship and at these camps? I'm just saying, Mythbusters.
In a combat-focused encounter to discover its secrets.
What's really exciting about Season 13 is the interplay of the features and the way that they'll bring players together and combine to create new stories. And whether you're the crew of the Burning Blade who wants to protect it, or everyone else who wants to take it down and steal that value, everything in Season 13 will bring you together.
And now we're looking at Season 14. Okay, so I think the new weapons and gear and stuff was Season 12. So that's next season. That's crazy if that's all coming out next season. The Burning Blade ship is season, and the Skelly camps is Season 13. And that stuff's really cool too. All right, let's continue. Season 14. All right, let's see what's in store for Season 14.
So towards the end of the year, we have Season 14, and while it's very early for us to talk about, we wanted to share some of their thinking here because it is totally aligned with this vision for what 2024 can be. This
Thank you for sharing this with us, Kevin G.
On the sandbox and mechanics that add to the variety of stories you can encounter.
The variety of
Internally, we're referring to Season 14 as Pirates of Mischief. Sea of Thieves has always had this playful, mischievous, and funny sense of humour. And with Season 14, we're...
What? How does a game have a sense of humour?
Two main areas that we're exploring are new ways to stealth and new ways to cause mischief in the world.
So I think a real aspect of the Sea of Thieves experience that we haven't dived too deep into previously is the idea of being a stealthy pirate.
So when you think about stealth in Sea...
So tucking and the throwing knives will both be very useful in this season. I think because the throwing knives are going to be introduced in Season 12, which is next season. So that's sick. And then 2 seasons later, they're going to do a whole stealth thing, and that's when everyone's going to use the throwing knives. Got it.
Sea of Thieves and enhancing that. Imagine being able to crouch and move around the world silently.
Crouch?
The ability to hang off the side of an enemy's ship.
When we were having these initial conversations about Season 14, the first thing I thought of was the cardboard boxes in Metal Gear Solid. Could we allow players
to jump in a barrel,
climb into chests, and if they choose, they can actually scuttle around with their little legs out the bottom? And also, if they choose to, you know, keep the ruse up, could other players come along and pick them up like a normal loot chest or treasure chest or whatever and take it onto their ship?
So another cool thing I've been recommending is the blow dart.
That would be
which
hilarious.
is another new weapon that players can wield from the armory and use that to kind of...
What? We're getting another new weapon? We're getting another new weapon? Okay, so all those other weapons are coming in Season 12, which is next season. But we're getting another new weapon in Season 14, the blow dart?
Another new weapon
blow dart
that players
goblins?
can wield from the armory and use that to kind of sneak aboard enemy ships and fire kind of these custom darts into players that will do different effects.
So imagine
That's
a
so
blow dart
sick.
that tracks whatever it sticks to, whether that's a ship, a chest, an item,
And then
a
you can see it on the map?
Ones that could potentially like lure skeletons to like a specific position, so you can throw a firebomb in there, or explode a gunpowder keg, or darts that can trigger specific sound effects, which is quite evil and cunning, where you could load an enemy ship and shoot the capstan and it sounds like it's dropping, or shoot the ladders and it sounds like someone's climbing up them.
And then thinking about some of the ways that we want to add more mischief to the world, one of these is the idea of traps.
So much like the kind of blunderbombs or firebombs, we've been thinking about them being this kind of throwable trap that players can kind of throw into the world. Think of it like a spring trap that players can play.
Spring trap! Oh!
Spring trap that players can place on the islands to trap skeletons on a bounty or on a fort, or they could place it at the top of their ladders to prevent players from boarding their ships and get caught in this trap.
Along with these, we're also bringing a really exciting new tool, and it's the grapple gun, which is a dual-purpose rifle. So it allows you to traverse the environment much quicker, because you're able to grapple yourself up to a ledge, for example. But you can also harpoon items and other players in.
So some of the new
you can tell it's test footage because he looks through a scope and then there's no scope and then there's a lot of clipping going on. But
this is we've seen
it's
from
okay.
The grapple gun in our early playtests.
Say it's test footage, so whatever.
Players firing themselves out of the cannon towards another ship to try and board them, and perhaps overcooking it and then using the grapple gun to fire it at the deck and propel
that's
them
so
down.
good.
Or jumping off their ship to like an oncoming ship and then using the grapple gun to kind of grapple up and onto their ship so that they can board them and
that's
drop
so
their
sick.
or have a fight with them.
To make sure that the grapple gun is balanced, it does have ammunition. You'll have arrowheads, and these essentially break off when you successfully use the grapple gun.
Get into the very heart of what makes
this is sick.
Great.
The next 3
That
seasons
is
are going to
your
be fire.
stories, powered by that design philosophy of tools, not rules. Season 12, 13 and 14 are fully exploring that, giving you new options, new tools, and fundamentally new possibilities that make...
I like how it's the year in review on what's going to happen this year, and we're in March already. Like, this is the 3rd month of the year. It's already a quarter gone. We only have 3 quarters left of this year. So, they're a little bit late, but this might be the best updates they've ever had in their life. I'm going to have to do an update tier list at some point. Once I get into more Sea of Thieves content, it would make no sense for me to do a tier list, and you've only seen me play like one Tall Tale. You know, I always make fun of like other reaction YouTubers and stuff, because I'm like, how is your reaction? How are you reacting to a 5-minute video when it's a 20-minute long video? How's your reaction 20 minutes when the thing you're reacting to is 5 minutes? But this is a 20-minute video I'm reacting to, and I already have like 40 minutes of footage, so now I understand.
For the year ahead for Sea of Thieves, our plans for Season 12, Season 13, and Season 14 is kind of making this shift away from these big kind of systemic changes to Sea of Thieves and returning back to the core of what makes Sea of Thieves so special, the heart of Sea of Thieves.
Hold on. Hold on. We're moving away from the big changes with this? What big changes? You guys haven't changed the game at all. There's been no updates no good updates for years. You haven't dropped actual content since forever. This is the big changes. Now you're getting to the big changes.
And I can't wait to
That's
see what
sick.
combinations players start settling on before we shake it back up again.
That's true. Shake it up again?
All these new seasons, and of course PlayStation Pirates joining us as well. It is such an exciting year for Sea of Thieves in 2024.
That's why they finally dropped content, because they just got new players. Their game was dead. I'm gonna be real with you. They had like 4,000 players max. That was their peak every day. It was like 4,000 players. That's so bad. It was like 4,000 to 8,000 or something like that. That's really bad. Now that they have more players again, they're like, we need to keep these players, and now they're adding content. I see what you did there. I see you.
Thank you for joining us for the Sea of Thieves 2024 preview event. We hope you've enjoyed this sneak peek at what's coming throughout the rest of the year. There's still a lot more to reveal for these seasons, so keep an eye on the horizon, as we'll have more.
Okay, but they say that every time though. Actually, they say there's a lot more to come in every trailer, and that's just a complete lie. So hopefully it's not a lie this time.
Or to share closer to each season's launch. For more information and to keep up to date with what's new in Sea of Thieves, check out our social channels. So until our paths cross again, happy sailing, and we'll see you on the seas.
Okay! You know what? I am very happy with that. You know what? You know why I'm so surprised right now? They didn't talk about a single cosmetic for 20 minutes. What? I feel like I was going to give my opinions at the end. I feel like I gave them during the video though. Sorry for all the pausing, but I need to talk or else I'm not really. They wouldn't copyright me, but you know what I'm saying, that I'm not providing like any Alright, so I just finished the video. I'm going to try editing this part in before the outro, but we'll see. And I didn't watch the full thing because they added this. They added this at the end. You really had to ruin the whole thing, didn't you? More paid premium cosmetics. We don't want owls. We do not care.
We do not care.
We do not care. We do not care about this. Why I commended you for not talking about cosmetics for a solid 20 minutes. You didn't make it. You didn't make a whole video without talking about cosmetics. That's a cosmetic right there. The pets in this game are so useless. I'm sorry. Pets in this game are so useless. It's bad. It's bad. The pets in this game are useless. They just sell you out when you're stealthing, which they literally talked about stealth, so I don't know how they're gonna fix that. And they're just annoying as hell. They just follow you around screaming. And they're bare expensive. Why did you add foxes? Foxes are in this game. That doesn't even fit the theme. Why couldn't it just be parrots and monkeys and that's it? Then you added cats and dogs and foxes and owls. I'm so done, bro. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that was my reaction to this. Those are my thoughts and opinions. This is definitely... This stuff isn't all coming in one update, which makes sense. They worked really hard on this, as you can tell. And for them to all drop it all at once, they wouldn't have anything planned for the next seasons. And it makes sense for them to spread it out, because if they dropped it all at once, they'd be kind of screwed. Like, they wouldn't know what to do for the next seasons. So, yeah. And we also won't get bored of it as fast. So, this is definitely very good. Honestly, I'm very excited for Season 12. I don't know when it comes out. I don't know how much longer till Season 12, but I think it's still a while. Most of their seasons are like 6 months long. It's really bad. But this looks fire. This looks really good. This is definitely the best content they've dropped in a long time. That's all I really got to say. So guys, that's got to be it for my reaction to the Sea of Thieves 2024 preview event, which I didn't even know what this was until today. I didn't even know this was a thing until my friend told me about it. That's got to be the reaction. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. What am I talking about? That's got to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like to let me know, and I'll definitely jump into some Sea of Thieves content sometime soon. I have it on my schedule, I promise. But that's got to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Finally, some content. Let's freaking go.